How we doing, guys? So I had a couple messages on YouTube saying and comments on some of my videos that somebody wanted a interior tour of the 379 Peterbilt sleeper. So I'm in a standing position at the door. Um, this is a wood wall that I custom built for covering up the hole that was originally here. And everybody wanted to know what the interior looked like. There is some video of the interior, but I haven't done a real, like, full-blown tour. Man, it's hot in here. Currently in the midst of cleaning, getting stuff ready to be repacked back in here so I can move back into it. Been here in my home state, taking care of some doctor's visits that I had to get done and getting ready for this 2026 season of moving around. So as it stands, this is the wood wall old entranceway. Let me pull that curtain back so you guys aren't getting too blinded by the exterior. That's right in the entranceway. Is I've put in a temporary table that's turned into a permanent table. Onto the side where the table is I have, it used to be a closet. I put in some shelves, just to give me some more storage space, because this upper area I store just miscellaneous junk, work t-shirt and work lights, laundry stuff. And then coming around to this other side from this other wall to the carbon copy is groceries, food items, a random helmet back here. Down below is a closet. I kind of use it as my kitchen storage area. Let me give you guys some light there. So I use it as like my kitchen storage area. Right now it's just got some, like a random bucket I got, and some couple milk crates down there. And that's the storage area. That's normally where my fridge is. And I'll have my fridge there, and then I'll hang some random stuff up from that hanging bar for the closet. I normally hang up, like, I'll use some bungee cords, hang up bottles of water and stuff, just so it's out of the way. Upper cabinet to the other side. I keep closing here. Right now they're both empty because I've been dealing with the staycation of doctor's visits and stuff. So then we have the bed. Let me get back up at a standing position here, and twin bed, nothing too spectacular there. That entrance door is an access for the storage area underneath here, and it kind of L shapes around to the back of the wall and then opens back up over here and turns really big. There's a heating and air conditioning unit for the semi truck that's currently not being used. Back in this little cubby hole down in here, and the other side is an access door. I keep my air conditioner over there because the bed doesn't extend all the way to that wall. So I was able to move everything down. There was a little access panel made of plastic there to, like, I don't know, had a cup holder and some other weird stuff. And it was like, why would you have a cup holder at the end of your bed? So I removed it and found out that I could access down there underneath where my air conditioner was. And so I was like, okay, I'll just pull the air conditioner out, because I was going to put it in this front wall, or side wall now. I was going to put a hole there and put it in there, make it slide in and out, so didn't have to do that, have that access panel. Currently in the midst of getting a new air conditioning, because this other one just, it's an old unit and it's pretty beat up. Up top here, another little cabinetry, and keep some other clothes in there. And then this upper valance panel, this little gray part, there's like huge room back there, but it's falls right down. I think falls right down in the cabinet if I take out the valance panel. So I am thinking about taking these cabinets out on this side, and there's a vent similar to that vent right there up top, and it has an extension rod to open it up, and it's supposed to extract heat when you're driving down the road. You know, this is the way going forward, and that thing, if you camber it out, it sucks heat from out up top out of this cab. And because this thing is all aluminum except for the ceiling, which is fiberglass, the top cap of this semi-truck sleeper is fiberglass, it likes to, you know, it retains heat, and it'll retain heat for 2 or 3 hours after the sun goes down. So currently in the midst of I'm probably going to take that all apart and put a window in there here in the future, just to give me something to, like, stick a fan up there with a window that will either partially open or fully open, that I can put a fan in there to pull heat out of this thing, because when it's sitting stationary, it's hard to keep it cool in here, because it permeates through that fiberglass roof really quick. Then the 12-volt system I haven't done yet, but down here, don't want to drop you, down here above this box, I put a hole in the wall. I actually think it's on this side. There's a hole in the wall here. I drilled out and put it through this interior panel and pulled the circuitry wiring that went to this, that would hook to the semi-truck. I pulled it all up, so it's all 12 volt. I'm going through the wires, figuring out which wire does what, because like this light runs off a 12 volt, except it's a power hog. So I'm currently either going to replace this or get a new cover for it, and then if I get the right cover for it, it's hard to find the replacement parts. Once I get the cover for it, I am going to change it all out to LED and put like maybe a little banish, what do they call their RGB lights in there. I bought a set for $8. It's terrible. Doesn't light up. It's like not even bright enough to illuminate the interior of this thing. So I'm like, no, that's not going to work. So I'm still figuring that out. That's why that's apart. If you guys got any questions, if you guys see these videos, go ahead and shoot a comment, and I will either answer it or do a follow-up video to any comments you guys have on this unit. It's currently sitting on like a Coleman pop-up trailer frame, and the box is just sitting on top of that, and it's secured down. I'm looking currently still for a new sleeper, but I want to find something that has the cab integrated. Doesn't have to be taller than this, it just has to have the integrated front cab, because I want to be able to turn this on the trailer frame and be able to have like a deck out back and be able to move it on the trailer frame to give me a more better tongue weight. Because right now on this thing, the tongue weight's good, but I think it's a little overloaded on the tongue. But if you pull it back any more, it makes the tongue weight too light, and then it likes to hobby horse when you're driving through a bumpy interior, you know, city or anything, and you hit a bump, the trailer starts to hobby horse, and it makes it for a terrible experience driving around. And I drive a 5-speed Honda Element, so pulling this thing around, it pulls it good. It's just, when it hobby horses, it's not really worth the effort, like, to try to stop it, like, because you gotta slow down just to get it to stop hobby horsing. Then as soon as you speed back up, sometimes it'll go right back to hobby horsing. So I'm trying to kind of get that designed out of it. I think if I got a different style, somebody referred me to get a airbag hitch, which has, like, it's cambered on the back of your truck and it has an airbag. So the weight that's sitting on the ball, when it pulls the ball down, that airbag kind of absorbs the load, so it's not damaging the suspension on your truck, and it's not damaging, you know, letting the trailer hobby horse as much. but that thing's freaking expensive. So right now we're going to go ahead and end this video, but here shortly, give it another couple weeks, maybe a month, I'm going to get back on the road. Because like I said, I stopped here in my home state for not really health issues, just getting all my yearly doctor's visits all done. Had a problem with my cataract. I did cataract surgery and I had to have the lenses lasered because I got a foggy vision for some reason. So got that taken care of, and got one more doctor's visit on June the 2nd. Sometime after that, we're going to start saving up some money and get ready to do some more traveling. Still trying to get out to the Tail of the Dragon again. Went there last year, didn't film any of it because this is before I got the trailer. But this year I'm going to try to get out there. I was going to go out there for the mini moto event they have. I can't remember the name of it. And it's on like June the 13th, and I'm just not going to be able to make that. So I'm going to go out there a little bit later. Because once all the little, there's like 3 or 4 events, you know, start I think May, June, July. There's 3 or 4 events that happen out there on the Tail of the Dragon, and if you go out there and if you've been there, you know that at a certain point the traffic gets bad on that road, and God, is it just not fun when you're taking it and having fun on the corners, and then you got to like slow down to almost a stop because there's too much traffic or somebody's had an accident. So as it stands right now, we're going to be not really remodeling, but right now I'm in a cleanup mode, so I'm going to be cleaning out this trailer and getting it ready for 2026 season. And we're going to be back on the road hopefully in July. And then I might be going to Lexington, Kentucky for a music festival. Still waiting on some answers back. A family member invited me to it and told me they'll cover the ticket as long as I take them to the event. And I told them, you get the tickets and I've got the camper and the truck. I said, well, I'll make it where it can sleep too, and we'll bring all the goodies to have food and drinks at the event, so we don't have to go and spend the money on $25 for a can of Dr. Pepper. So I'll if you guys have any questions, comments, advice, leave a message, you know, leave a comment, and I read most of them, unless they're rude. So anytime you guys want to know a question or have me answer it, go ahead and put it down in the comments. Refer these to friends. If you have any friends that are like, oh man, I'd love to do van life, and I don't know, I don't have a van, I only have a truck, or I only have a car, and this thing only weighs like 1,500 pounds, so almost every car can pull this trailer. So it's kind of a good, look what this guy did. I think that's it on this video. So you guys have a good one, and like, comment, subscribe, and prepare for more.